bathrooms. So I sell them a lot for vanities, but another question that I get a lot is, what about, can I put it outside my shower? You know, is it like a lot of people want to know, is it slip proof? So do you recommend it for marine use or shower use, stuff like that?
So for any kind of water use, vanities 100% outside of your shower recommended, but be very, very careful because our mats are not like a cushy rug. If you have a wet foot, you could in theory slip on the surface of the mat.
Okay.
Although we're slip resistant on the floor, I would just hate for somebody to slip on the surface of the mat if they have wet feet.
So you don't recommend it, right?
So yeah, I would say, you know, if they choose to do that, that's fine, but I'm always just a little nervous about that. In wet applications, such as like on a boat, inside like an outdoor shower or something of sorts, go ahead because we're sealed on top and bottom. Make sure that it's just cleaned before and after use. So I would never store anything in an area that's going to constantly get wet because it will damage it. Our mats are sealed on top and bottom, but they could absorb water. If you put something in water for a while, eventually it's going to absorb some, and then you're going to have to dry the mat out. It won't damage it in any way per se, but I would just make sure that you clean it very well. Clean underneath the top of it, or the bottom, clean the top, and maybe store it somewhere else before you go back and use it in that application.
So it's not that like water's gonna sit on top and then seep into it and seep through to the bottom. It's just the idea that it's constantly wet. It's always gonna be wet on top. It's eventually going to get down and get wet on the bottom, right? Not from absorption, but through just the water moving
around it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And so it's just good to make sure that you're keeping up with maintaining it, drying it. So here's a question I have for you. A solution I've provided to customers that they've seemed to like is, you know, hey, just get a plain mat, put it outside your shower, and then put your bath mat, your favorite bath rug over top of it. Is that okay?
You can do that. That way you still have the comfort, but like I said, just make sure that we still keep that maintenance up. You clean underneath the bottom of it, especially if water comes out from your shower, you know, when you get out, or, you know, in between the bath rug and the top of the mat, just to make sure that nothing starts to, you know, get underneath there and make a mess, because you never know. But just make sure you keep the maintenance up, and that would totally be fine. Any other ones that you can think of?